What's up, brothers and sisters? Woo! I'm very close to shaving this off. Just sick of it. Looks like I have a lot of hair right now, but don't have any hair. See, I don't even see. Can't see very well here, but I'm so need to get rid of this. See that right there? If I get back here, you can see. Anyway, got my shaving cream. Got my razor. So I'm getting close. I really want to do this right now. Doesn't look bad in real life, but still. Woohoo! Here we go. All right. So I'm almost there. Can I deal with this look? Can I deal with this look? I don't know. I am old, 54. My ears too big. They're kind of big. They're long, bro. But I can't go with this freaking horseshoe look, that's for sure. So I gotta shave this shit off. And see. I'll also go away. Man, I'm gonna be ugly, bro. Maybe I should take this stuff off. I've grown this. It's not a good angle right there. Any good angles? Man, I really look at my dad now. What am I waiting on, man? It's not getting any better. I just need to go. Look, my hair's so thin there on the sides. I'm pretty much bald. Pretty much bald, man. I just want to be done with this. I want it to be over. Just want it to be over, bro. I'm just sitting here rambling. Just putting off the inevitable. Man, I got old, bro. I got old. Yeah. And here tonight, he's doing this because I've been wanting to do this. And last night, I had a little family gathering over here. 3 generations of people. Stepfather, who is bald. I was talking about his hair loss. Son, who is starting to recede just slightly. Talking about his hair loss. Even the other son's fiance, talking about her hair is thin, and she's worried about, having thinning hair later in life. And everybody's talking about their hair, and I'm just sitting there and I can't say anything because I'm so ashamed and embarrassed. Very much wanting to come out and say something about, hey, I have a confession, but can't do it because I'm just a chicken shit. So here I am again, sporting this. Damn it. It'll be okay, man. It'll be okay. It's tough, man. It's tough thing to deal with. Wish my ears were just a little bit smaller. I wish I wasn't so ugly. But it could be worse. Why is it so tough? Why do I have such a hard time with this? I don't know. It is not a big deal in the grand scheme of things, but yet this terrifies me. Back again. I'll look at the clippers. Alright, I'm already getting scared. I'm gonna try to go all the way back. Here we go. God, what am I doing, man? What am I doing? Scary shit, bro. Alright, we're doing it, bro. We're doing it. We're doing it, man. We're doing it. Fuck it. Fucking doing it. Fuck it. Ain't no turning back now. Ain't no turning back now. All right. 60. Holy shit. All right, bro, back. We're gonna keep going. Taking all this guard now. Getting this shit down. Problem is I got a little irritation from wearing this damn wig so long. All right, buddy. I tell you that what they say is right, man. It does feel good in that. Look a little uglier, man. Feels good, bro. First year of college, we were in the bathroom one time. My roommate just walks up behind me and says, "Hey, man, looks like I guess something happened up there." So I was like, "Oh my God." So I kind of freaked out, but then I kind of didn't worry about it too much. Remember, next time I went home, I talked to my parents about it because my dad was bald. He kind of blew it off. My mom says, "Oh, maybe it's just the shampoo you're using." I guess as time went on, it kind of like started thinning all over. I grew my hair longer, trying to cover it up, and kind of got by. Third year of college, then I noticed it started to recede and stuff. And then I kind of started freaking out about it, and and it seemed like I was the only one. All my friends, nobody else was really going through this. It seemed it was just me. So I didn't really talk to anybody about it. I was up late, and I saw the infomercial for hair club for men, and all these guys that looked great on there, guys with long hair, and everybody's saying that. Well, that's the answer. That's what I need to do. Urged my parents, "Hey, can you help out with this money? I'll pay you back." And every Christmas would come around and say, "Hey, I just want hair for Christmas." And I kind of became obsessed with, I must get this hair because my life is over if I don't have hair. I played music and I was playing in bands and stuff. And of course, being in front of people and being in the 80s and the hair band era, which is what I was into, it's like, I can't be losing my hair playing in a band. What am I going to do? We didn't really talk about that much because it was an embarrassing thing. Of course, my dad wore a hairpiece. He took it off finally when I was maybe a junior in high school. I thought, well, if I got hair, fake hair, I could wear it. I could wear it for the rest of my life, or I could decide just to take it off whenever, when I was older. And I always thought, when I get 50-ish, which I am now, by that time I would just take it off, be done with it. But for some reason, this vanity of mine or whatever keeps hanging on. I don't frown upon it. I had some good years with it. Initially says like 20 years in my email, and they realized, hell, it's been like 30 years. It's been very, very secretive. terrified somebody would find out, somebody would notice. And surprising enough, though, like for a period there, I was playing in bands and stuff, and I was pretty confident. And even though I knew it was always on the back of my mind, somebody finding out. And but with women, when I met girls and stuff, got girlfriends, I'd freak out about it, like, oh my God, what are they going to do? But they never freaked out about it, really. It got to the point where, yeah, it's not worth it. I'm just tired of dealing with it. Just seeing more celebrities, more, I guess, acceptance of being bald in society. It's like, it's time for me to just get rid of this. And it's because I can't, like go into weddings and any formal events. And so even though I had hair, since the color didn't match or whatever, I still always wear hats, probably 99% of the time.
Okay.
Went on vacation, had to wear a beach on the hat the whole time, couldn't go in the ocean. I mean, you can go in the ocean with a hair and it'll stay on, but when you come out, it looks like hell. You can't really too much with it to make it look good. It's not natural, So it's just that thing. I'm just tired of dealing with it, the stress of it, and just want to be done with it. But yeah, if I had meetings, I'd want to be prepared so I can make sure my hair looked good that day or whatever. And yeah, definitely in a meeting, I would be wondering if they'd be looking at my hair. Can they tell I'm wearing a hairpiece? And so it's always in the back of your mind, even though this is like it covered the problem, but then it created more problems. I replaced the anxiety for a different anxiety. And it's kind of weird that now that I guess this past year or two, I decided, I'm not going to spend any more money on hair. So I'm tired of this situation. So I'm just going to let this hair go. And then when it's time, I'll just get rid of it. And I'm okay with it with myself. But then in the back of my mind, I'm always wondering, well, how's everybody else going to react? And I guess it's at first, going out in public and people seeing for the first time, how is their reaction going to be? I think it's just going to be, if I plan it, it's probably not going to happen. So it's probably going to be just a spur of the moment thing, I'm thinking. And I get fired up about doing it.
Yeah.
It's like, a new me, like 2.0, or the next version of me.
Yeah.
And I'm excited about the opportunities that
I don't have to worry about it. I can go jump in the pool. I can go to the beach. I can go do all these things. The wind, the sun, the rain. I don't have to worry about it anymore. I'm so looking forward to that. Not having to deal with stress and worrying about people. Is he wearing a system, or meeting new people? Like they're looking at my hair. That that'll be all gone. And I'm so
Yeah.
looking forward to that.
Hey, Rich, how's it going, man? Great to see you.
Good to see you too. It's been a while. Sorry it's been so long.
No, not at all. Not at all, man. Not at all. Hey, we're here now, and now's the right time. I've been really looking forward to this. Take me back, to after we kind of had our last conversation.
So about a week later after I talked to you, I came home. I think it was a Monday night, as I said before in an email. And like I said, I didn't plan on it. It was always in the back of my mind when to do it, but didn't really set a hard date or time. It was okay, I'm gonna do it now. But I just came home that one day and I said, okay, so I'm glad grabbed the clippers. And you'll see in the videos that you see, I sat there and like most guys hesitated on and off, on and off. Then I went for it little by little, and then I did it. And then I felt great. And first thing I did was send a picture to my brother because he's bald. He shaved his head long time ago. So he's like, way to go, man, way to go. So I did that. I felt great, and showed the wife. She's like, "Oh, it's great. It was great. Glad you did it. Glad it's finally done." And then felt good. And then next morning I woke up and I kind of looked in the mirror, to go to work. It's like, oh crap, and that anxiety started creeping in.
Yeah.
And I guess because, like I said before in my email, I had the option of grabbing that hair and sticking it back on and going into work. So that's what I did.
Yeah.
Because I was so afraid of, again, the reaction of other people. It's like, okay, I don't know if I'm ready for this reaction yet. So
Yeah.
I chickened out. I grabbed the head, and like I said, nowadays everybody's shaving the sides of their head because I had buzzed it down to a no guard, but I still had a little stubble.
Right.
So I was able to put that hair back on, put a hat back on, and just go in.
Yeah.
And I rode with that for a while. But actually, I went into work and somebody said, "Hey, did you get a haircut?" And yeah, and I said, "Actually, I got more than a haircut." So I showed them that picture that I took of myself when I buzzed it down, and people were shocked. And they were like, "Oh man, like what's going on?" And blah blah blah. And anyway, I got really positive reactions, and so it gave me more confidence to follow through with it.
Yeah.
And it gave me the opportunity to tell everybody my story that I've been holding in all this time, because whenever people had conversations about haircuts or whatever, I could never say anything because I was just so embarrassed, or I really couldn't comment. So anyway, all that was out in the open. I was feeling good. And it's like, cool. And then, of course, people was like, okay, well, when's going to be the official reveal? I said, well, soon. It's almost like, as soon as I get comfortable with it and confident enough to expose myself, then, it'll happen.
Yeah.
So I said, probably next week. So weeks and weeks went by and nothing happened. Nobody said anything. And I even showed the guys, I played a little music on the weekends. I showed them the picture and told them the story, and they were shocked as well. They said, that's the weird thing, is nobody had no idea. And maybe that creeped in my head. It's like, well, because I didn't really think I was fooling anybody with the hair, but all those people didn't know. And I said, please be honest with me, because I'd rather you say, yeah, we knew your hair looked like shit. We were hoping you get rid of it. Yeah. But nobody said that. Maybe they were trying to be too nice or whatever. But anyway, then the insecurity started creeping in. Like, well, hindsight, well, maybe I shouldn't have taken it off yet. Maybe I should have rode it out a little bit longer. But to me, myself, I was so sick of it. I knew it had to be done. I knew I was hiding. And my biggest fear was our daughter.
Yeah.
18 years old. I was worried more about what she thought, what she would think, than anybody else. And for so long, when she would come back to the house, in and out, I would make sure I had my hair on and whatever. I don't know why I was so afraid of that reaction from her. I guess I wanted her to, not freak out. And I guess I had to be like a role model to her. And then I felt, in a way, to like her and her family, which her parents had come over today for dinner, and they haven't seen me yet. I don't know if they know what's going on. So that's another big reveal that's going to happen. I guess in a way, it's like, I feel bad because I'll say, well, I feel like I've kind of been lying and hiding from these people all these years, because I never talked about it. I need to talk about it. And hey, look, this is where I was, this is what's going on. I just want to be completely honest. But it's hard to get that out.
Yeah.
But I think once I do, like in the past with everybody else, once I've spilled all my guts out about everything, I feel so much better.
So much better, yeah.
I won't say I dreamed about it, but it was always in the back of my head, that moment that would actually come out to people, and what the reaction would be and how I would feel. And it was just like a weight automatically lifted off me when I said all that out, when I just let it all out in the open.
Yeah.
it was a relief. So I had my days where I'd look at myself and like, yeah, stone cold. And I felt, felt very confident. And then an hour later, something bad, I catch myself in the mirror and go, oh my God, what have I done?
Right.
So
okay.
I did have those moments. And that's why I asked you. I said, if other guys had that struggle, because I see other guys in the channel, it's like they take it off and that's it. Bam, it's done and they move on.
Yeah.
To me, it was like I said, I went back and forth about,
Yeah.
okay, this is a good decision. And it's like, I should have held on a little bit longer, or can I live with this? But it's like, once it got to a certain point, I just said, screw it. And I put the hair away. I don't even know where it is. Actually, it's in a drawer somewhere. But I just put it away. It's like, and I wasn't tempted anymore to go back to it. And it's like, this is it. I got to just plow through this and it'll be okay. And like, I found out once I get to those first awkward kind of meetings with people for the first time seeing me, I'm okay with it. You build up this idea in your head of how I was going to react, how everybody's going to react and stuff. And it's really kind of lackluster, or it doesn't live up to the hype, because it's like, okay, like you said, nobody gives a crap what your hair looks like. They got their own lives and their own things going on. So it's all in my head. Even my woman says, please do not put the hair back on. Says you might be tempted to do it. Says you look so much better. I like you better. She said, just stick with it, and people don't care. So
Yeah.
That's kind of been the reaction. So
great. No, and I think that, to be honest, that part, this is why I'm so grateful we can have this conversation and be able to share that, because actually, there's been a couple of guys who've been on the channel that have got in touch, like, months down the line, to say like, okay, no, now I feel like fully comfortable with it. So I think I'm going to have to, I'm glad to be able to share your story as a part of that, to show like, I think for most guys, that initial like relief and in the moment, like straight after they've done it, is always there. I think for every guy that is there, you think, okay, good, like I've done it now. But then afterwards, there's still work to be done, and I think that is an important part to kind of share. And for some people, that's like the very next day they know they've got to go into work, and they've got to navigate that. Or maybe they know, they're meeting, like you said, some relatives, or they're going to go out in public for the first time. There's still those bits to get comfortable with. But as you kind of check those off, like, the different people, like you said, you kind of hold their reaction in more like regard, or to carry more value for yourself, the big ones, like you said. But once you kind of get past that and you manage to check that off, I think it is a thing that you've gradually become more and more comfortable with, until you get to a point like, okay, this is like, I'm pretty much there now.
I think too, because it was such a drastic change, because I had the fake hair and it was thinning, and I'll send you pictures of actually how it's thinning, because I pretty much, if I kept on going, I would have been a monk, like with the hair on the side and nothing on top, that's the way it was going. And I think it was because I still had the hair in front. It was such a drastic change. It's not like I was seeing myself thinning every day. It was just hair, then I didn't. So it was like a
big change. Yeah.
It's still, I still have my moments where I'm like, but as the days go by, I'm getting more confident with it, more comfortable with it. And I think it was last week I finally, told Carrie, I said, I think I'm finally accepting this now. It's just like, if everybody else accepts it and cool with it, then it's gonna like be a big deal. And she's like, dude, nobody cares. Okay, it's all in your head. It's all in your head. Just get over it. Nobody cares.
She gave you
a shock about it, because you look totally different, but at the end of the day, nobody cares.
She gave you the tough love. She gave you the tough love, which, hey, we need that sometimes, Yeah,
and the thing is, now she's telling me to shut up about it, because now it's like talk about it, it's like, oh yeah, I gotta do this, gotta do that. Yeah, it's like, okay, enough with your head. You did it. You're good.
Yeah. She's already moved on like ages ago.
And it's the little things too that mean so much. You don't think about it for, like just driving in the car with the windows down, and hair and the wind blowing in. It's a freaking awesome feeling.
Yeah.
And I could never do that before, because I was so worried about my hair getting messed up and how I was going to fix it before I walked in somewhere. Now it's like, that's great. I mean, taking a shower is great. And like somebody said like the shaving is great and almost therapeutic. And I agree with that.
Yeah.
It's just the little things you take for granted, that, and I can't wait to go dive in a pool or whatever, like
swim in.
Not have to worry about it.
Yeah.
Amusement park called Six Flags.
Yeah.
I went there many years ago when I had the hair on. Of course, I had the hat, and of course you ride these rides, and you got to worry.
Oh, you got to like hold on to it.
My hair didn't fly off,
Yeah.
Now I want to go there and just do that, and not have a concern in the world about that.
Just be free. Awesome. Yeah. No, Rich, is fantastic, man. Thank you so much. It's great to have had this chat, and you know, good luck with those conversations with the rest of the family if those come up. Yeah, thank you, Matt. Thank you so much.
Thank you, man. Like I said, thank you, and thank you for your channel. You're doing a great thing.